Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome to our journey to Alaska. Yeah, today we have our longest trek since we started. We're going a little over 300 miles to Shreveport, Louisiana. And yeah, let's get going.
Hey y'all, I'm Stacy.
I'm Tom and we're RV America, y'all.
As full-time RVers since 2018, we've traveled a lot and met a ton of awesome folks. But we're not done winging it yet, y'all. Join us as we check off our bucket list, experience destinations we've always dreamed of, and discover amazing places you may have never heard of.
Every day is a new adventure and we're bringing you along for the fun. The next episode of our story begins now.
So yeah, we started out the day on US Highway 49 from Hattiesburg Seminary, Mississippi, right in there. Now we're on I-20. A lot of people always wonder about what it's like driving on a US highway versus an interstate. And well, this is a perfect opportunity, I guess, to talk about that. So, honey, what'd you think of the, you're going to the right.
I'm going to the right, I got it.
What'd you think of the US 49 drive?
Oh, the road was great. You do go through towns on those, and I did have several stoplights along the way, most of which I made, most of which were green, but we had to stop like 3 times. No big deal. Doesn't bother me. It wasn't a heavy traffic area. So I really liked it. And the road was great. Now we just got on I-20 and we said this is the way we prefer to go into Texas. And as you can see, as Stacy got a little wiggly on the camera, it's been rather rough.
Yahoo!
Yeah, a lot rougher than the other road. So hopefully it smooths out here and gets better, because I preferred the conditions of the other road much more.
Yep, I think, you know, these interstates, they're just traveled so much, and there's so much heavy truck traffic and everything on them. They take a beating, and yeah, so, well, there you have it. At least in this example right here,
it's starting to smooth out right now, so it may have just been that section. You know, we'll kind of update you later in this video, or later when we get down the road, we'll cut in and maybe tell you how it's going. All right, the Mississippi.
oh, and there's a riverboat right over there. Very cool.
The old man.
The old man. Ain't that movie? And welcome to Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, when we left the last time, the roads were really rough. But soon after that, they were fine. They've been fine basically ever since then. I mean, just back about a half a mile, we hit a little rough patch, which tends to happen between these states sometimes. I guess the stuff right at the border is the last stuff that gets repaired, probably. But yeah, it's been a good travel day. We haven't hit any rain today. It's been overcast most of the day, but and now you can tell we're in Louisiana. That it looks like swamps and stuff over here.
But the clouds help keep it cooler.
Yes, it does. I like that. And so the rest of the day, we're going to go, pretty much going to go clear across Louisiana. We're not going to quite get into Texas today. That'll be tomorrow.
Oh, and here's the welcome.
And Yep, there's the welcome sign.
So, you know, a while back we talked about how we found ourselves struggling with our health as full-time RVers, and one of the issues that we had, which we didn't realize was an issue until we got some test results back, was travel day eating. Because it was really easy as we were traveling to, when we would stop for fuel at a truck stop, to get something to eat there, and it was rarely what you would call healthy by any stretch of the definition.
Well, I would also get a big Coke as well, not just food like a hot dog or something like that, but I would get a big Coke.
Right.
And since we had our video back in Galveston several months back, I haven't had a soda. Again, I'm not drinking sodas at all, including on our travels.
Now, I haven't either, but I had already stopped before then. So,
Yes.
so yeah. So what we're doing now on travel days, and it's saving us money, and it's saving us time, because when we stop at a truck stop, we'll fuel up, we'll go in, we'll use the restroom, wash our hands, and let Star go potty, and then we're back on the road. So we're not shopping and everything while we're there, waiting in line to buy things in the store. So thought I'd show you like what we're having today as we're traveling, just to give you an idea of what we're packing and what we do. It's kind of like packing a lunch, you know. We pack up our food before we hit the road. We have a little cooler, I'll show you, that we bought at Costco, and it's the perfect size for a travel day for us to keep a few things cool.
It carries a couple little ice packs in there, so it keeps everything cold.
Yep, one on each side. So here's what we're doing today. Let me turn the camera around. So today we have hummus and carrots and sugar snap peas, and these are already washed. And we also have down here, whoop, we have some figs and some pretzels. And let me turn the camera back around. And then we have our water that we have with us. So we've got something to drink. And it's working out good.
Yes, it is. Well, not all loves are created equal.
Big hole. Woo!
The last one we went to was brand new and no potholes or anything. This one you have to have your head on a swivel to make sure you don't hit potholes or truckers walking across.
Well, and you got a new road out there that's got high curbs on the side and it's narrow.
Yeah, that they put new road in, which is nice coming into it, but it's too narrow right there. I don't know what they were thinking. Goodness gracious, I got to thread the needle here. Is that fuel?
That looks like fuel right there, an open spot.
Yeah. Well, every time we stop at a truck stop or wherever we stop, Star is ready to go out. And I'm telling you, even if she just went potty at the campground and then we stop and get fuel, she needs to go out. So that's part of the routine.
What do you think, pup? Yeah, you're a good girl.
Is this ours right here?
61. It looks like right there. Yep.
Good God, they can't get any easier.
Telling you.
Coming in anyway.
Yeah.
Going out's going to be more of a challenge with that tree. We can do it.
Nice pad.
We do want to be on the pad.
A few things here. First of all, if you are traveling through Shreveport on I-20 and you're coming like we did from the east moving west. I don't know if it's the same way going the other direction, but you need to check, because right now I would say do not come I-20 through Shreveport, Louisiana, because just east of Shreveport we ran into crazy construction for miles where the interstate was down to one lane and really less than one lane because they had concrete and metal barriers right up on the lane on both sides. It was miserable. I don't think either one of us took a breath for the entire several miles of that journey. I don't know how more people don't scrape. I don't know how we didn't scrape. I would say avoid that route if you can. Okay, so we are not going to do a full-on park review here. This is a nice park. It's an older KOA, but this is site number 61, and you can see we had plenty of room. It's a nice level concrete pad. We've got a little patio out here. We've got some nice trees, but we are in a hurry this morning because we're going to probably meet some weather along the route, and it could be pretty severe, so we're going to try to thread the needle and beat it across as best we can. So we're not
Well, it's not supposed to get worse until later today. That's why we're leaving early.
There you go. So so we don't really have time to film the park like we normally would like to, but it's been a nice day. It's very quiet. They do have trash pickup here, which is great. We're right across from the dog park, which Star enjoyed yesterday, and we are getting back on the road.
Well, also tell them about our neighbor.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was going to tell you. This is crazy. So last night we were in Hattiesburg, Mississippi at another KOA, as you saw. And the folks that were parked right next to us left before we did. We didn't meet them, we just saw them, and as we were both kind of there just for one night. We pull in here yesterday, and right behind us were the same people. We were checking in, we saw them pull up, and I said, oh my gosh, that's our neighbors from last night. And the lady here at the KOA said, oh, those are your friends? And I said, well, we don't know them, but I guess because we're going to be hanging out again.
Over 300 miles.
Yeah, over 300 miles between the two stops, and we just happened to be on the exact same route, driving the exact same mileage. Unbelievable. And they said the same thing when they pulled up and saw us. They're like, how did this happen? So it's a crazy small world out here RVing. But we are getting back on the road. We're going back on I-20 today, headed west. Today our destination is National Indoor RV Centers in Louisville, Texas, just outside of Dallas, where we'll be getting our annual maintenance done on the rig before we head north. So weather's coming, let's go. Start to turn. You're clear. Keep turning.
I'm going to go ahead and go forward and drive around now. It'll be easy for me to make the corner.
Oh, okay. So I don't know how well I captured that because I wasn't looking at the camera. I was looking at, well, watching to make sure we weren't going to back into anything. But the reason we just backed out of this site instead of pulling through the pull-through is because of this beautiful tree. Tom felt like it would have been too tight to try to squeeze past and not be in the way of the neighbors or try to, you know, kind of wiggle through. So it was easier. We had plenty of room behind our site to back up and then come around the roads so that we didn't have to hassle with trying to get past this tree. But now I'm gonna move the Jeep, we're gonna hook up, we're gonna get on the road. Sometimes you just gotta be creative. Welcome to our home state. Woohoo!
Yeah, back in Texas.
Yes, sir.
Kind of unexpected to be back in Texas. Of course, I don't know if we've said it before, we were going to be going to Nashville to get our service done, but it's flooding and everything up around that area, so we couldn't do that, and we switched, coming straight across to Texas, get our annual maintenance done at NIRVC, and then heading straight north to Montana.
That's one reason why we love doing business with NIRVC, is because of all of their different locations. So we were supposed to have service in Nashville on our way up to Alaska, but then, yeah, with the floods, we didn't feel like getting to Nashville wouldn't have been a problem. Leaving Nashville and going where we needed to go next may have been an issue, so we called them. They had an opportunity for us to switch our appointment to their Dallas location. We had to move it back several days, so we left Florida later than we had originally planned, but that's not a bad thing.
But that's why we did all one-day stops though too.
Right.
Because we had to do it quicker. But at this time of year with the storms, the area we're crossing is the area where these storms can get really strong. So we didn't want to be sitting
right
any place.
Right. So, we've had great weather up to now.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how today goes. I've been texting with our friends and Posse members that are at NIRVC right now outside of Dallas. They're actually in Louisville, Texas. That's where the NIRVC is, their Dallas location. And they said it's done raining there, it looks like now this morning. So it just depends on... Hey guys!
Hey!
So it just depends on if we're going to cross the storm as we're going west and it's coming east. We'll see. But
I want to temper this when Stacy says that. We left early because they're talking about the storms intensifying later today.
That's true.
We never deliberately drive through a major storm.
That's a fact.
So I want that to be very clear.
Do not misunderstand what I'm saying here. No, we're trying to avoid driving through the storms.
They say it's going to intensify later this afternoon, so we wanted to get there before it intensifies. If it was already intensified, we would try to figure something else out.
Right.
We don't deliberately.
We may drive through some rain.
Yes.
We're expecting that, but that should be all we see.
Yeah, we're hoping so.
But you never know, and that's the thing with these storms. You can plan as best you can plan, and they change all the time. So that's what I'm saying. We just don't know.
Right.
So that's also why we have a shorter drive day today, just about 200 miles, so that it may take us longer if we need to stop somewhere along the way and wait something out. If we need to change our route, we've got options.
For sure.
And we are 10 minutes from NIRVC Louisville. We're north of Dallas, and we have blue skies.
In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take the I-35E north exit toward Denton.
We really only hit some sprinkles when we first left. After that, we had no rain whatsoever. Wow. See, that's what research will do, and checking things to make sure you can do it safe.
Absolutely, so important.
Yep. Well, we made it to NIRVC yesterday. We really hit no rain. We just had the sprinkle when we first left and ended up in sunny skies here in Dallas. So we really got lucky. Well, it wasn't just lucky. I mean, we did plan it by looking at the radar and everything. So we do feel fortunate we got through with no issues at all. But today we're in our spot here at NIRVC, and they are going to come get the coach and do the chassis maintenance service. We've already checked in this morning. I guess it's about 7:30 right now, and Stacy's already got Star and Astro in the pet lounge, and I'll be meeting them as soon as they come pick up the coach. So yeah, it's so far going very smooth, and looking forward to getting this next leg of the journey done and have NIRVC take care of us here, so we'll be in good shape to take it right up to Alaska. So yeah, here we go.
Hey, welcome to the customer lounge here at NIRVC in Louisville, Texas, just outside of Dallas. We are the first ones in here this morning, and so since there's nobody else here, I thought I'd show you what our setup looks like. Let me turn the camera around. So this is the customer lounge. If you've never been here, it's very comfortable. They got some workstations over there, some conversation areas. They got a couple of TVs. They do have Wi-Fi in here. I'll come back to that in a minute. Then they've got some refreshments over here. They've got a coffee and tea bar, popcorn, and then sodas and water right here. Lots of windows and natural light, which I love. We're on the second floor of their main building, and this is kind of home for today. We've taken on this table here. I've got my workstation set up right there. And then Star and Astro are hanging out right in here. So everybody's comfy, and we are just gonna hang out here for the day. Oh, if you've never been here too, if you come for service, first of all, there's some of their Class Bs and things here. This gas station right across the street on the end, where is it? That is an excellent taqueria. Oh my gosh, the best breakfast anywhere, and lunch as well, tacos, burritos, all kinds. I mean, just fantastic. Little family-owned place. We look forward to coming here so that we can eat there. That's how good it is.
There's Freedom getting her chassis service. They got her up high. I think they're doing a little generator work now. I can hear the generator on. We were here at Jackie's Ham and Eggs. This was recommended by Stacy at National Indoor RV Centers, and wow, that's one pancake and one omelet. Yeah, we're splitting this. And this, what did y'all get?
Cinnamon roll French toast.
Cinnamon roll, and it looks awesome. Now it doesn't, it's not the
Yummy.
quantity,
It's plenty though.
but yeah.
What do you think, TC?
I think I'm gonna have to eat.
Holy cow, I had one cup of coffee right there.
Yep. How was it?
Jackie's right there.
How was
Oh
it?
my
It was awesome.
gosh.
It was great.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of food.
And we have pancake to go still. That was huge.
Yeah.
So good.
It was
Great
good.
service.
I'm glad we split it.
Yeah.
People
Oh
would
my
think we
gosh.
didn't split. We split.
We split, and we still have leftovers.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Yes.
And we're going to be saying goodbye to even
Yep,
TC here.
Yep.
Because we're going to be getting on the road here real soon.
Yeah, we are. But Jackie's Ham and Eggs in Louisville.
Yep.
Louisville, Texas, not Kentucky. Yeah, you got to come over here.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
gotta check it out. It's
Yep.
Woo.
Excellent.
We'll be back.
Yes. Okay, our time here at National Indoor RV Centers is coming to a close, and we were here longer than we thought, but it wasn't them. Luckily, we came here and they found some extra things, and we had our Oasis system, which is our furnace for us, our furnace and our hot water heater, go out while we were here. But luckily, we were here. They were able to fit us in, get us going, and get it done. So we did have to extend. We had to change a lot of reservations, but that's fine. We had built in time for that. We still feel very fortunate that we were here and got all these extra things done, because they found things when they did the chassis service. So we got all that stuff fixed, and then we got a bonus. We came in here with a dash AC that wasn't working. We knew we probably didn't have time to do it here, but once we extended out, we thought, why not? Let's try to do it. They got it done. That's awesome. We're gonna have dash AC. Haven't had that in a while. Man, thank you to Brandon and Kyle. They are service team. They're like, they work together as service riders. One's on, one's off, and we started with Brandon. He did a great job, and then he handed off to Kyle. I mean, it's like they passed the baton perfectly. It worked out great. We're very fortunate. Thank you, National Indoor, because, I mean, they did a great job. And now we feel like we're, solid heading up to Alaska. I mean, things can happen. We know that. But at least we know, leaving here, I feel like we're 100%. I mean, anything we had issues with, including that dash AC, is fixed. So we're excited about it. Stacy's going to show you kind of where we've been staying for the last week. We've been here almost a week. We'll be 6 days. And we came in thinking 2 or 3 days. But you know what? We got it all done. That's all good.
Welcome to our campsite here in Louisville, Texas. We are at National Indoor RV Centers, NIRVC. This is actually their headquarters. This is where it all started for them. And this is where we first met Brett and Angie and their crew, and we've been coming here for years, and we just love the team that they have here at their Dallas location. We're actually just north of Dallas in Louisville. So this is our site. While we have been here getting service, they have what they call the campground, which is parking with electric and water hookups, and then they have 4 dump stations on the other side of this building. So when you're getting service done, when you're inside working, that you can either go explore the area, or they have a really nice customer lounge, which you saw, which is pet friendly, and that's where we hung out during the days. And then they bring the coach back out and set you back up, and you're good to go for the evening. So I love that flexibility, and it's just so convenient. And so thank you to NIRVC for another great service experience. Yes, we were here longer than we expected, but they found things that were not a problem yet that could have been a problem. We had no idea were going on. So thank you so much to the team. You guys are fantastic always. And now we head north. So make sure you come back for the next episode, because we are going to have we're just going north from here. We're going to try to skirt some weather and see how it all works out. Also, thanks to our Posse members that we got to hang out with while we were here, Mike and Brenda, Howard and Betty, Eva and TC, and all the other great folks that we met during the week. We even met folks who were on our caravan that happened to be here getting service, Joyce and Mark, so that's super exciting. And we can't wait to meet up with them in Canada again. So, all right, make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you next time. Safe travels and happy camping. And we are headed north. Here we go, y'all. Bye.